Hopefully I got an answer. Now let me just tell everybody, I just need to give a quick instruction. Let's go to Steve in Houston. Steve. Steve.
Hi, Brad.
Hi, Steve. How are you?
Yeah, thank you for the good job.
My pleasure.
Brad, I got my green card through marriage 2017. I filed for removal of the condition 2019. 1 month after I was arrested.
For what? What were you arrested
for? For assault family member.
You got arrested for domestic violence?
Yeah.
Okay, was this against your spouse?
Yeah,
okay.
With my spouse.
Right.
7 months after, I got the green card in the mailbox. But we went to the court. I got my criminal defense attorney. The court asked me to go for BIP class, that is Batra Intervention Program, which I went for. So
what
after
class?
finishing
what class?
BIP Batra's Intervention Program.
I don't know what that is. That's in Texas?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
BIP. Batra's Intervention Program.
Okay.
So I went for the class. After I got the class, the case was dismissed.
Great.
So the case was dismissed last month. So my question now is, if I file for citizenship now, will they ask me for good moral character?
Yes. You don't have a conviction. It sounds like you had a pretrial intervention, which is not a conviction.
Yeah, I don't.
But you have to still prove good moral character.
Really?
Yes, really.
Yeah, the disposition here with me says probable cause exists, but case cannot be proven beyond a reasonable doubt at this time.
Great. Mazel tov. What the law says is you need good moral character to file for your citizenship. Now, getting arrested one time doesn't necessarily mean you have bad moral character, although domestic violence and an assault is a pretty serious charge against you. But if you have what's called a pretrial intervention, I would file your citizenship and try to prove your good moral character. Nothing bad will happen to you.
Okay, so you want me to go ahead and file this situation?
Yeah, I think I would file it if you're qualified. I think you should also hire a good lawyer, so hold on 1 second.
All right, then.
All right, let's go to Angelica in the Bronx. Angelica.
Hi, Brad.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. So I have 2 questions to ask you.
Yes.
So I'm married to a U.S. citizen, right? He's petitioned for my kids in Jamaica. And the USCIS sent me a note that they received my case from July 2nd of last year. And it's been 219 days I haven't received anything or hear back anything.
Mm-hmm. That's a statement. Yeah, I'm listening to you. So you want to know what? Why you haven't heard? When you're going to get a green card? What do you want to know?
Yeah, how long
I haven't heard a
now?
question yet. I'm waiting.
So I'm just asking how long from now? How long should I wait, or should I contact them or something?
You can contact them if you want. It's not going to make much of a difference. Because of COVID, you got to wait at least a year these days. If you still haven't heard anything after 365 days, then the next step is call me.
Okay, all right. So I did my biometric 1 month now because my paperwork was sent in July 28th.
Okay, great.
So do I have to wait like 3-4 months before I get my work permit?
Probably another 2 months or so is my guess.
Okay, thank you.
All right, hang in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mukhtar in Raleigh. Mukhtar.
Hey, Brad, how's it going, man?
How you doing? What's going on?
Good, happy. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I have an approved bio since 2019, and in 2020, I received a denial notice for the I-485 because I did not attend an interview, of which I did not get a notice of interview. So I appealed the case, and the case was reopened. But by the time it was reopened in September 2020, I had filed another I-485 a week just before it was approved. So, but they had promised me that they're going to send me a new date for the case that was reopened. So I'm concerned that I'd filed a new case. That's the first concern. The second thing is that
you can't have two adjustments pending. So withdraw the second case. You got to give them at least 12 months from the time that they reopen the case in September 2020 to reschedule you. If you haven't heard by September 2021, you've only been about 4 months since they reopened the case.
Actually, last week in December, they sent me a letter which I saw in the informed delivery thing at USPS, but I've not received the letter, and it's over time. I'm asking if there's a way I can know the content of that letter.
I haven't contacted immigration. I don't know if it got lost in the mail, but I would contact USCIS, and you can even go online and ask them to resend it again if you didn't get it.
Okay, so you think
So my answer to you is you got to wait a year to be scheduled. I don't know what letter they sent, but I would call them and say I didn't get the letter. There's a customer service number.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Good luck. Thanks for watching. For more Bradshaw Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.